Hi. I've been looking at documentaries. Oh, don't I just love a documentary? A good one that just enthralls you quickly. Don't let them have some little black and white, vintage, dated footage. Oh heavens, just documentaries. But anyway, I found the one. I called him Morgan. Of course, that caught my attention. I used to date someone with that name. Ugh, too. Not the Morgan in this documentary. No, I wasn't even born then. I'm bugging out. but I don't want you to get misconstrued. Hold on. Some more tea. But anywho, so it caught my attention. I always thought it was a cool name because of more, and again, like a more again. Never mind, yeah. Then I studied the Moors, you know the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, so I watched the documentary the other day. I watched it over and over again for things I thought I missed or try to get key points. How the documentary even came about. The interview, I forget my brother, I forget your name, but he did the interview with the elder sister in 1996. I'm like, well, why are we just now seeing it now? I gotta watch it again to see why we seen it late like this. And he did the phone interview in 96. And the magic of, he did the interview, he says, in February of 96. And they had to get off the phone because her grandson came in the house. I'm like, I wonder what else would have been said had the grandson not come in the house. Because, she had to tend to her family, which is only right. But she said, I'll call you back. Or I don't know if he said, I'll call you back. I don't know how it went. But he was like, okay, I want to finish it. Somehow or another, the callback never happened. But I guess he wasn't sweating because, eventually we'll talk, we'll finish. He said, but then she passed away March of 96. Her name was Helen Morgan. I think she kept her marriage name. I don't know. I gotta watch it. It's that good that I'm willing to watch it again. It's just that good. I think it's on Netflix, y'all. I'm not sure which outlet. But you go and find it. I called him Morgan is the title. Good documentaries. I saw the Nina Simone. I saw the Dr. Angela Mayo. Dr. Maya Angelou. Pardon me. Listens to people upon their spirits. Oh, shame. Do what? Rise in power. So I'm watching it. And for some strange reason, I read the quick little the description of the documentary. For some other reason, I thought someone else. I said, a jazz musician, because my mother-in-law, my stepmother-in-law, hi, Mama Cheryl. She was telling me about a jazz musician. She lived in New York. I'm a native New Yorker, but she came up to New York in '61. And back then, she was telling me how you'd be a domestic. So wherever she was at in Harlem, she was saying another jazz guy got killed. And I'm thinking it was him. I'm like, is this the one Mama Cheryl told me about? I think he came outside to tell them, the drug addicts, I think they was, I don't know, it was heroin. I don't know what it was, but he was telling them to move from in front of his building with that. Go do that someplace else. And I guess they didn't like it and something happened. And oh my heavens, what was that jazz, Papa, what was that jazz musician Mama Cheryl said passed away, I think on the block she was at when she was working as a domestica? I would have to call her. I will call her now, but she's gonna keep me on the phone if I call her. What was his name?
I heard before.
Oh gosh, I know. I went right to YouTube to find his music. He was handsome too. I'm like, oh my heavens! But I think he got killed by dope fiends or something. Oh, I would call and ask her, y'all, for the video's sake, but she's gonna keep me on the phone. I can't just hang. Would you hang up from your mother, your stepmother? Well, you can't just do it. She in her 70s. You gotta be. I'm from the era you respect your elders, so I would have to stop the darn video. But in any event, nonetheless, did y'all know you like when you get on the shit? Be patient or click off. Oh, that should be the title of this channel. Be patient or click off. But in any event, so yeah, if I change the title, that'd be a cute title. But so yeah, be patient or click off. That'd be a cute title. Oh, or be patient or fuck off. Huh? I don't have to curse her. Never mind. Listen to me. I'm looking at it thinking this is the guy because it's Harlem set. I'm like, this must be what Mama Cheryl was telling me about. Because the elders, they got rich history. I can listen to. I'm fourth house power. Okay, you got some nostalgia. I'm listening. Okay. She even signed an affidavit. She had a notarizer where I can write her life story as soon as I hunker down and get the writing discipline back in me. You know what I'm saying? My mama want me to write hers. I'm writing mine. It's a discipline that I used to have so well. Now never mind with my writing discipline is today. Hold on, get a drink. So, nevertheless, I'm engrossed because I'm like, this is him. This is who Mama Cheryl told me about. But it wasn't. It was another guy named Lee Morgan. His name was Lee Morgan. And he came up from down south too. Don't quote. Philly. He was from Philly. He came up from down south. No. Philly's not south. It's past the Mason-Dixon line. It's south of New York. You know, I'm from New York. We say southwest, south from us, but technically it's south, but it's not down south somebody. He's from Philly. And she was from down south. I think North Carolina. They all came to Harlem. And this woman was 10 years older than him, which it didn't even occur to me. You know, in the comments where you're a certain age and somebody in the comments will go, it must be the Illuminati, it must be the Illuminati. And, well, if you amass the number, I tend to think like, okay, what the fuck is this? Is some Illuminati? I don't know. But he was 33 when she got him. And, yeah, could come to find out it was this, not what I thought what Mama Cheryl was telling me about. And she was 44. So you see massive numbers, you're like, uh-oh. Certain ages, not just massive numbers, you get in geometria. Certain numbers, I'm like, uh-oh, oh shit. You know, there's another hidden hand at hand, you know, no pun. But with this, even though he was a massive number and 33 at that, them 33 vertebrae, the degrees, y'all look at YouTube channels, okay, YouTube shit, okay. So, I'm like, oh shit. But it was such a love of scorn type of thing. I'm like, maybe it was a coincidence at 33. I don't know. The hidden powers that shouldn't be probably was happy he was 33. Speculative, conjecture, speculative. Okay, calm down. Don't get your knickers in a knot. Conjecture, okay. Now I have a huge platform following here right now. Anyway, you fucking hear what I say. But someone said the truth irritates them, even if you had no audience. The truth just irritates them. So if they look irritated, chances are you're probably telling some truth, okay? But anywho, it is something they want you to tell them the truth in inquisitions, but don't tell the truth to the public. It's the irony of the insanity and the hypocrisy. Hold on, get it. Yeah, I could tweet this if you'd like to the producers of that documentary. Because this is the feedback per my point of view, my barometer. Okay. If you want feedback from yours, you do your video. Not y'all, but the detractors. Okay. Dietrichs and them, Hatrix and them. Okay. So they met. Wait a minute. She was born in 26 and he was born in 38. Papa, what year they met in Harlem? I know he said he went to her house. Her house was like the social hub. They said she was a good cook. One guy was like, she would cook up some food, roast pork, and you know, back then people will offer you something to eat all the time. That's very common. You go to somebody's house, they offer you, Papa, what they got it for you? They offer you something to eat. And the guy thought she would come back with just like something quick, like I don't know, a sandwich, some coffee. He said when she came, she would come back with a full meal, like a spread. I mean, my mama Cheryl too, she can cook too. Oh, her food. Oh, good heavens. Especially her food in the 90s. Oh my heavens. But anyway, shout out to Mama Cheryl. My mama could cook too. Mama, your food good too. Especially in the 80s. And I didn't become a foodie till we moved to Queens. Really, I was thin as a rail in Harlem as a little girl. But and get in trouble for not eating. If you don't eat that food, I'm like, well, I'm gonna eat it. Oh, Queens, I just became a snack goddess, a foodie. I remember we stayed in Harlem. I stayed slim. You know, hey, Papa. Yeah, would I have stayed slim had we stayed in Harlem? I don't know. But anywho, yeah, demographics and astrocartography, it changes. Yeah. Okay, but I want to say the 50s, y'all. I want to say the 50s. When her house, she lived on 53rd Street, which is probably a small fortune to live on that block now. Could you imagine? She lived on West 53rd Street back in I think it was the 50s. It wasn't the 60s. Yeah, I know you're like, well, why don't you go look at... You even got to be a hater to say, well, why don't you go look at the documentary again and do the video later on? What do you remember? But I just loved I love being enthralled like that. I mean, the damn documentary grabbed me. I was like, oh shit. And then I remember those good winters before what's called harp. Y'all seen the Jesse Ventura show with the harp? New York had winters. I mean, snow up to your hip winter. You ain't got to be short. Real winters back then. So when they showed it, I was like, oh shit, New York. It's New York, I remember. I was all in love. We knew this lady, Miss Mary. Blessed be upon your spirit, Miss Mary. Oh shit. She used to make peach ice cream. She had that old-fashioned ice cream machine. She would take that first top layer of snow, somehow. Snow and ice, and you put the sea salt in the thing. I don't know how she did shit. And she would put real peaches and vanilla and real sugar. She made peach ice cream from New York snow. Okay? Called it sweet snow. Okay, that ice cream, I haven't had anything that good since, and I doubt I ever will. Well, I wouldn't with the pollution now. It was pollution then, but not like now. Ooh, I wouldn't trust the snow now to make no ice cream, unless you in a clean environment area. You know what I'm saying? Honey, well, how I get on the ice cream? Heavens, y'all. I guess the elder women back then could just cook their ass off. Is the point? This Miss Helen was no different. She can cook her ass off from what the guy was saying. But he said she would have a whole meal in an hour. I said, well, maybe she was heating something up. A whole roast in an hour? Then I thought of pressure cookers. Maybe she had a pressure cooker. You know, you can put your roast in the pressure cooker. Be so tender, everything in it. Never mind, y'all. About the food. I told you I was a foodie. What the fuck? So you know I was really enthralled when he started talking about food. But they talked about her sharp. She talked about her sharp temper. She said she was sharp. Her grandparents raised her babies in the South, and she came on up north. But she met him, and this is if Astro tweet this to astrologers, okay? Astro heads listening to this. Of course, I'm sitting here saying, well, what's her sign? And And I couldn't just go by the cooking because women back then cooked. Okay, my mama, her mama. They cooked, okay? That's just what it was. They sewed, they made their own clothes, fly shit. Shout out to Mama Pill in that video she did with Blue Pill. And she was talking about, you know, the women of that era. The seamstresses, just talented. Make your own stuff and be looking fly. My mother sewed too. Just fly. You make the head pieces, go with her dresses. She sewed my dress. Just fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't afford to buy the expensive shit they selling. So let me learn how to sew, and that's what they did. Learn how to cook, you know, just, you know, good food, good clothes, clean, you know, not rich, don't have, you know, a lot of fiat, but, you know, what you do have, you make do, and you stretch it, and you clean. You know, I digress. So Miss Helen undoubtedly was that woman, a woman of that ilk. So I knew I couldn't guess the zodiac sign from that, because that was, again, like 99% of the women in Harlem, per my memory as a little girl. I think this happened in the 50s when she met the jazz late great Lee Morgan. So she called him Morgan because he didn't like his name Lee. And my ex I met in 06. You know what? You still owe my mother money, Morgan. Okay. Ugh. You need to pay her $826. We need to do the back rent. Okay. Karma, bitch. Karma. Okay. That wasn't for y'all. To tell you what made me look at the documentary. The name caught my eye. But anywho, so she had her home, Miss Helen, her home was a social hub. So one day, the lead just was in her house. She would always have guests over and cook for them. They said she had all kinds of friends. That's what made me think she was an Aquarius. Because she used to say, people are people. That's a very humanitarian outlook. So I was like, was she an Aquarius? Because they said all kinds of friends she had over at her house to eat and have fun and things of that nature. But I'm going to tell you why I don't think she was an Aquarius with how this saga ended. So she met him. I was thinking of a Biggie Smoke, now a little Kim verse with that too. It just comes to mind. I can't tell you why. I just he came to her house for one of these social hub events, and she said he didn't have no coat on. It was freezing outside. And she was like, "Where's your coat?" He said, "I pawned it." She said, "Oh no, you have to come in here." So she took care of him. You know what I'm saying? As soon as, you know, she was 10 years his senior, so she fed him, got him warm, took care of him. And if he didn't have, I don't know if he had mama issues, I don't know, but if she posed it as that maternal, she filled any kind of maternal void he may have had, which should have been gratitude, which probably was, but it fell into love, romantic love, you know. And she said he latched on to her because she filled the void that he probably had gnawing at him for heavens knows how long. And it's bigger than the coat and food. It's a maternal, being 10 years older than him is a maternal void that she filled for him. Of course, love bloomed and they got married and whatnot. And then I was thinking about that when Lil Kim said, Big scooped a young bitch off her knees. She doing high price weaves. Face on TV. Platinum CD. Shit. See a nigga what? Greased up. Platinum cheap. Keep the knees. That's my shit right there, y'all. Okay? Because it just was her whole gratitude for Big. You know what I'm saying? When someone changes your life condition and improves it, upgrades you, that's a gratitude that you don't even know how you could ever fulfill. So I think that's what Lee Morgan had for Miss Helen. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. Okay. And I know this is a real life story too, but I know another story, you know, in the non-celebrity world, if you will. And Harlem was just chock full of beautiful jazz musicians back then. Lee didn't like the term jazz. That sort of made me like him even more. You look at Documentaries and see why. But in the event, we knew this lady worked at the welfare office. I knew the story in the 90s, I think. Somebody was telling me a story around the way. Did she kill his ass? Oh, don't quote me. I think this is some similar shit. I think she killed this motherfucker. This is what I'm about to tell you, y'all. Ladies, please. Oh, my heavens. You build a man up, I don't think you should fuck him. Because if you fuck him and you build him up, you may end up fucking him up. Okay? You see what I'm saying? This was the 90s, y'all. She worked at the welfare office. I digress from the Lee Morgan story for a minute. Hear me out, ladies. This is for you who are in the habit of building men up. You can still do that. Because that could be your karmic debt to pay, some sort of incarnate objective. I don't know. But I don't recommend giving them some pussy, too. I don't just do it as a humanitarian effort. To clear some karmic shit you have from past lives. I don't know. But this is the 90s. She built him up. She worked in the welfare office, caseworker. I don't know what the fuck she did. He came in there. He was strung out. I know she got him to some 12-step program. And she just cleaned him up. You can come over. You know, I'll help you. She went to thrift stores. They said, you know, she got him good suits. You know, got him clean. I don't know if she was a nutritionist, vegan. I don't know what the fuck she did. But she introduced him to a better diet. All kinds of shit she helped him with. Herbs. I don't know. This shit, this is hearsay. You know, hood legend shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. In the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York. I guess any hood got a hood legend. Hood lore. But I'm telling you, in the 90s, I was in my 20s. Yeah, this was a story in person. So I don't even think I was on the phone. They were telling me. I was in my sister. I was in the kitchen. They was talking about this shit. Because it was the same topic. Like, I don't build a nigga up. Why? So you can go with the next bitch after I clean him up? And they was like, well, you don't want to be with a nigga and not help him. I'll help him as much as he helped me. That was the topic. We was going to keep this even and Steven. Fuck that. Nope. Because you build him up, he leave you and take his well-built ass to the next bitch. Fuck that. So that was the topic. But you don't want to be with him and not treat him right. It's really a catch-22. What the fuck could you do? I don't know. Oh, that rhyme. But listen to me. Sure enough, she made a new man out of him. She helped him get jobs. He got clean. She, you know, told him about suits and where to go get inexpensive dress shirts and ironing them crisp, making this motherfucker a new man. Haircut. Nobody even knew he was on some fucking narcotic. That's how she clean. You know how you can still see the residue or some shit? No, that motherfucker would look clean like he wasn't on shit, okay? Living with her. I guess they must have been together 2-3 years. It ain't taking no time to do this shit now. He done got him some kind of fucking good-ass Fortune 400 fucking job or some shit. Fucked around and left her, okay? Got his own place, left her, doing well with his life, new pussy. And I think that bitch found him one motherfucking day and ganked his ass. Don't quote me. This is all hood legend. I don't know. I didn't know her, you know, but she was from around the way. They knew her in the kitchen. We was talking, you know, kitchen table talk. Got that motherfucker. Now, I hope maybe he survived. I don't know. Statute of limitation. I don't fucking know. Getting hearsay, 90s, the fuck, I don't know. You know, for legality reasons. But that story was told in the kitchen. I forgot what kitchen, but it was back in the day. Okay? He may have survived. I don't know. The point of the matter I'm trying to tell you is this. This is the Lee Morgan story. Because I thought about that case back in the days when I'm looking at the Lee Morgan documentary the other day. When you build someone else up and they give you their ass to kiss, somehow your brain can't process that. And you just bug the fuck out. And I think that's what Miss Helen did. Long story short, so she built him up, got him back into his jazz musician, trumpeter, you know, and he got his suits fly. They showed him fly with the suits and shit. All that's Helen building him back up. And they said that, you know, she built him back up, being to the man that he knew he could be. That's why you just can't incorporate your pussy into it. Ladies, it's alright to build him up, but don't give him none. Once you give him some, and he betray you, you may bug the fuck out. That's why I'm trying to find out her sign. But the way her jawline was, they showed her jaw. I think she, and then fire. Let me tell you about Aquarius. Okay. We thought Aquarius because of the kind of friends that she had. She loved them, the same humanitarian. She's a people of people. Very Aquarian statement, okay? But an Aquarius is not going to show their emotions. Because she ironically, she shot him in a club called Slugs. Motherfuckers, did they get the slugs off of slugs? Or fuck. I said, what the fuck? That should have been an indicator to him, first of all. Okay. And he said to, because he got a new boo, some chick from Jersey. They showed the picture of what she looked like back then. She was gorgeous. They were both nice looking women back then, okay? Still are. You know, I'm pro melanin, okay? So still are, but I mean that Harlem Dom Afro fine. That chick he cheated with was gorgeous, okay? Because you know, humans are creatures of habit. The 48 Laws of Power done told us that as well. And then he was a Cancer. The jazz great was a Cancer. Because you know, I looked up his birthday, okay? Which is odd for a Cancer man to treat a woman like that. Especially one his woman in front of people. I don't know if he just had it up to here with her. I don't know. But that's why I'm thinking, was she in Aries? Because the Cancer in Aries is a square, as you know. I don't know. Because back to why she couldn't have been an Aquarius. Even though she had those friends. Maybe she had an Aquarius moon. I don't know. But let me tell you something. Maybe an Aquarius North Node. I don't know. Let me tell you something. No Aquarius is going to go in a room full of fucking people and put their emotions out like that on their sleeve. It ain't the fuck going to happen. Now, she'll tell his ass alone, but a club full of fucking people. Then they said the entrance she made, boom, open door to fur coat. And the guy said it was like something from a movie. I don't know if Aquarius would make a grand entrance like, hold on, get a drink. I don't even think the chick he was messing with, what's her name, Miss Judith? I don't know. I don't think she was an Aquarius either because it was a confrontational thing going down. And then her car broke down. She was trying to get a cab back to Jersey, she says. And then she said she wasn't sit with him. And then, okay, so Miss Helen comes to the club. And Miss Helen had a premonition. So did he, because water is psychic. He was a Cancer. He told Miss Judith, I feel like something bad is going to happen. That's your indicator to get out of town. Miss Helen told him that she was going to go to Chicago. He was like, no, don't go to Chicago, from what she was saying to the interviewer. He should have went ahead and let her go to Chicago, okay? But no, but he bought her a gat. And she brought the burner with her to the club Slugs. Why are you even bringing the burner? To protect herself. No, you brought that burner because you was ready to confront his motherfucking ass, okay? She said, I'm not built like that. They'd be like, oh, I'm the main chick. I'm the main chick. No. That's why I think she was an Aries, y'all. No Aquarius is going to act like that in public. I'm going to let it be known I feel away. Aquarius is not going to let that happen. An Aquarius is not going to let that happen. Now, for him, in private, yes. But most Aquarians is not going to let a room full of people know that they're affected. They don't even want it to be known that they feel, they go numb. They go numb real quick. Poker face. They don't want it to be common knowledge that they feel some kind of way. Okay? So they want to really, really put on that poker face. So no, I don't think it, no. So Miss Helen got to the club. She found one of his friends that he respected. She said, tell him to escort, you know, I'm paraphrasing, his little girlfriend up out of here, okay? So the friend went and did that. Miss Helen must have walked over to where they were. And then the new woman, Miss Judy walked over and said to Lee, I thought you said you were no longer with her. See, this is all fire sign shit, okay? I don't know what they sun signs is, ladies, but it got to be fire on the ascendant. It's too confrontational. You know what I'm saying? And then this is where he doesn't even seem like a Cancer anymore. A Cancer doing this? This is where, according to Miss Judy, he replies, oh, I'm not with this. I'm not with her. This bitch just showed up. And then he, from what Miss Judy said, he threw her out the club in the snow. Child, why did he do that? Okay, big scooped young bitch off her knees. She got up off her knees off that day on snow. She went back in that club with that gun, cocked and ready. That is fire. It's either fire or Scorpio. She could be a Virgo or Capricorn too. Virgo, Capricorn, fire or Scorpio. No Aquarius. Not Aquarius. Hold on, let me get it. Miss Judy describes how she shot him. And I felt bad. But he's a Cancer man. Most of the men were gentlemen then anyway. But a Cancer man throwing a woman out into the snow. He must have had fire in his natal chart too. I need to look it up. Yeah, I'm going to look up his natal chart. I don't have the time. But I'm going to see how much fire planets he had. I'm like, a Cancer man wouldn't do that? A Cancer? I don't know. Unless he was just fed up. I have no idea. But it's really sad how it happened. And a lot of them say he could have survived, but it was snowing. Like, snow would be up to your hips. If you're a native New Yorker from a certain circle, you know snow could be up to your daggone hip. If, okay, you a regular average height adult. Snow, winters was no joke back then. February, shit. Again, February 19th, they said, honey, they said the ambulance took a time, they sweet ass time getting here. They blamed it on the snow. But I blame it on, they probably knew it was a melanated affair. You see what I'm saying? No pun intended. You know, but so they took too long and he passed away. But that woman scorn thing, y'all. Especially a woman who's done for you. A woman could be scorned who ain't do shit for you, but gave you some pussy. Man, and if she did something for you, like transformed your life, and you want to give her your, oh, child. Y'all be careful accepting gifts, major gifts. Just be very careful. To whom much is given, much is expected. And a Cancer man would know how to leave you respectfully, wouldn't he? He couldn't find a more respectful way to leave her. I don't know. I'm not scorning that. No disrespect. Blessings be upon his legacy and his spirit. But I'm shocked he was a Cancer. If y'all into astrology, aren't you shocked he was a Cancer? When he made that comment, they said he made that comment to her in the bar. I said, well, he must be fire. That's fire. Fire Capricorn, or for a man, yeah, fire or Capricorn. Could a Gemini man make that kind of comment? I don't know. Maybe fire and its opposites. No, because I can't see Aquarius man. That is such a cold comment to someone. In front of your new fish, you gonna say that shit? And I gave you a home. I got you off a narcotic. Nigga, really? I maybe all 12 signs could snap and go bug out. I don't know. Hold on, misery. I don't know. I know that Aquarius, Libra is very important to remain diplomatic in public, show civility and civility. Insanity and even keel. Hold on, I'm thirsty. But it's a great documentary. I recommend it wholeheartedly. And just oh gosh, it just, that love thing, just, and no warning. Like, I get most of jazz musicians were so handsome and dapper. You're always meeting women. But if you break up, if you know the relationship is going downhill, you want to make it be like it was because it's us. We've dissolved and our connection devolved. You want to break up because it's just you and your mate, something with y'all. You don't want like some outside interference and infiltration. And yeah, she was pissed. And I do commend her for not going after the woman. You in that circle, this circle, and unfortunately probably future circles, the women tend to go after the woman. No, that woman didn't make no vows with you. He made the vow with you. Your beef was with your mate, not no outside person. You know, I mean, come on. Listen, outside person's at your house violating. Now, if you the side chick showing up at the main chick's front door, I ain't gonna say you deserve the slugs you get. I'm just saying you out of order, nigga. I don't mean like that. You know what I'm saying? You're out of order. Any gender who's the side, peripheral, extracurricular activity showing up at the main house, if you will. If you know what I mean. No, You dealing with him? Deal with him. What the fuck you going to see the wife for? What the fuck is that shit? I'll never understand that. What's that Lolita, Long Island Lolita story? Why are you going to see the wife? What the fuck is wrong with it? Ugh. So, but other than that, for wives, I wouldn't even address the mistress. Could you even say mistress? I wouldn't address no outside extracurricular in that activity that he's doing. My issue is with him. My focus is on him. I'm not commending murder, but Miss Helen, I get how she focused on him. You know what I mean? The commitment was with him. Okay? I ain't paying this bitch here no mind to talk to her or give her my energy and frequency. My focus is on you. And boy, was her focus on him. But a great documentary, y'all. Y'all check that out. All right, peace.